We live in a society where we were taught menstruation should be kept hidden and whispered. But the question is, why should a natural process be zippered?
For many of us, menstruation is a natural process that occurs every month. While we may suffer from minor pain and discomfort, the women in rural areas are prone to larger threats of infection or uterine cancer. Here, women lack awareness or are too poor to buy sanitary napkins. In fact, only 12% of women in India use sanitary napkins and pads. Even developing countries like Kenya, Argentina, and Afghanistan are way ahead of India in providing and producing sanitary napkins. It is not pleasant to hear that women in rural areas don't have access to clean and affordable sanitary pads. Also, myths and taboos prevent them from talking and sharing their problems with anyone.
Besides having hazardous consequences on health, the inept management of menstruation has a negative impact on the education of the girls. It is estimated that around 20% of girls drop out of school after reaching puberty. Sanitary pads have the potential to improve girls' attendance at schools since they prevent staining and odor.
Many might talk about the waste generated each year by sanitary pads. Only 20% of Indian women use conventional sanitary pads. As usage increases in future, so will the waste. Conventional sanitary pads are made of plastic and chlorine-bleached wood pulp, which is not skin-friendly and is harmful to the environment. Plastic pads take 600 years to degrade and are frequently disposed by burning, generating carbon dioxide and toxic fumes. Sanitary pads waste generation is potentially more than 10 lakh tons annually if every menstruating woman in India started using pads.
Over 50% of women resort to shocking alternatives like unsensitized cloth, ashes, husk, hair, and sand. Incidents of reproductive tract infection are common among these women. Lack of hygiene can cause diseases like gastroenteritis, pneumonia, and hepatitis, parasites like scabies infection, hookworm, and giardiasis. Although upper-class females hope to have higher quality products, there are no innovative products available which are not only good quality but also affordable for rural population. Currently, there are 320 million women in the age group of 12 to 49. With 45% penetration, only 120 million women use sanitary pads, whereas the rest have no access or affordability of them. In a decade, 70 million women will enter menopause, while 200 million more girls will add to the menstruating population. Overall target audience would increase to around 420 million people. According to our estimates, 250 million women need 15 billion pads in a year at an average of 5 pads per month per woman.
Through our app, we are trying to provide a platform where environment-friendly, 100% biodegradable sanitary pads are made available to a larger number of women, both in rural and urban India. We are also trying to educate women about the negative impacts of unhygienic traditional methods like cloth pads.
We offer communication between the manufacturers of the sanitary pads, the NGOs who distribute these pads, the doctors who will give advice, and the buyers. Users will be reminded of their dates and can talk to doctors if they need any advice. Shuchita aims to improve menstrual health and hygiene across India and the world by providing low-cost biodegradable sanitary pads to millions of women across the globe. We intend to reduce our carbon footprints for a better environment.